Check 1 2. We are about to start. Let me check how we're doing with our sound. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. We're doing with our sound. Good deal. Seems like you guys can hear me just fine. Let me go ahead and list this. All right. And that should be up. All right. So, as you can see, we are going to be talking about a unboxing, and that's what this bad boy here is for. So I've been wanting a guitar like this for a long time. This is not the actual high dollar model. It is more of the budget model, but from what I've heard, it is not cheap as far as quality. Now there are some components that are a little cheaper than usual, but that's to be understood at the price point it is. And there will be links, there are links in the description below if you're interested in checking this particular guitar out. So with that being said, this came in yesterday, and I've done like it says on the box, and that is to let it acclimate for 24 hours. So I received this yesterday afternoon. It is now today evening, evening-ish, and it's time to unbox this bad boy. So I already have one viewer, Arpan. Good to see you again, buddy. I've covered the forced outro again. Last time was real bad. Well, leave a link to that video and we'll have to check it out. What guitar is that? I've seen with you on with a Court. Yes, I just did a live stream on the Court, I think Monday, or maybe it was Sunday. You're about to find out the guitar here. So we're going to open that right now and unbox it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let me bring my wire for my microphone around here. I hope you guys can see this. I'm looking at it on my screen so that everybody can kind of maybe see what's going on. So what I'm going to try to do is stick the guitar on the chair. And I've never done this on a chair before, so we'll just have to see how well it does. We'll just do it like that. All right, as you can tell, pretty good sized box. Looks like they packaged it very well. All right, let's get started here. I'll start with this in first. And then what we want to do is do the same thing on the other side, because the simple fact that if you don't, the vacuum of the box will make it harder to get out. I wanted to put this on a table and unbox it that way, but that would be too much work to set up. So I thought, well, let's just go ahead and do this as I have it right now. All right, so that should help with the vacuuming of the box. I didn't think to charge my wireless microphones up before this, so let's go ahead and pull this out. Looks like we got some packing. Oh yeah, lots of these things. Lots of these packing foam things. Those might be handy for something else. Let's get those out of the way. Oh yeah, it's nice. And here is the guitar. Now, can I tilt the box and get it out that way? Yeah, this is why you want to do the thing in the back, so that it actually can come out fairly easy. I'm assuming that this side is what goes up. Now this is going to be a pain to do this like this. Let's try to get this up. So, see if I can get it back on here. Just let it slide out that way. There we go. I do not have much room to work around in here. Yes, I will be covering sunset lights. I've just got to get that recorded. I've been practicing that, and I feel confident enough to record it now, but I've just got to get it done. So I will be covering that hopefully soon. The original outro has a beautiful shred. I want to learn that lick. Yes, I do have the, I'm going to be doing the original outro to that, as much of it as I can get. Now, there is a good shredding lick at the end that I do have, and I'm confident that I have it because I actually watched Marco do this on one of the videos. And Let's swap these out. Ugh. Boy, this is very awkward. I have to try this. All right, now here's this box. Ugh. Okay. Let's manhandle this one behind the curtain. We'll just do that. Ugh. There we go. That's out of the way now. So yes, if you know the company that does this, as I probably just showed you already, Sweetwater. This is where I got this. And I actually got this at a good discount because it's a demo model, as you can see by that green sticker. But yes, RPAN, I will be doing that cover, and I've already got the tabs available, and they're going to be on my YouTube member site if you're interested in getting those. But you should be able to see it when I actually do the cover. So let's go ahead and open this box here. Okay. All right, where'd my knife go? In my pocket, I think. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. All right, I think that'll do it. Oh, well, I didn't get all the way across. Packing peanuts. This was packed very well. Always had good packing experience with Sweetwater. I will probably save this for any other packing that I may need to do for my own guitars, if I ever decide to sell any. Wow. Okay. Get the packing stuff out first. Not peanuts, but bubbles, what I meant to say. This is a really good way to pack that. I like how they've done this. Alright, here's the guitar. So they've stuck a hole through one of these, put it on the body, and there's also one in the bottom there. So, let's get this right here, put these back in, same order they came out, so I'll know why they come in. And then this one on the top. It's a really cool way to do that. And now I have my own packing box for whenever I want to sell any of my stuff. So let's go ahead and put this back here as well. There we go. All right, here it is. Let's go ahead and take off the rubber band that comes with it. We have some Allen wrenches and a tremolo bar. So it is a tremolo guitar. If you haven't seen the thumbnail yet, RPAN, I can't wait for the summer to get the interview of Marco again. Yes, I haven't got with him yet, but I plan on doing that hopefully this summer, getting another interview going with him. So are we ready for the big reveal? Let's go ahead and try to take this off as casually, as easily as possible, so that I can save this as well. And this looks, I'm getting teasers of it, and I'm already going to be in your way. I'm going to try this so everybody can see. How's that? Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Well, try not to rip this because I definitely want to use it. Here we go. Bam. Ibanez JEM JR in white. Man, this thing is pearly white. Okay, so we have the guitar setup here. First inspector, 55-point inspection right here. Cool. All right. Everything was pretty much checked. I don't know if they ever put anything that they might have adjusted. As far as like, well, here's what I had to do. I adjusted this, I adjusted that. They're just saying that they checked it off. It'd be nice if they had an actual way of telling you they adjusted something. Okay, so here it is. The Ibanez JEM JR guitar, and they have them in 3 different colors for right now. They got in a hot pink with hot pink pickups and black pickguard, black hardware, matching headstock, and they also have it in black. I think the pickguard is white and the pickups are black, and then everything else is black, and then this white. And I wanted the original white because I've never owned a white guitar that I can remember, and I definitely wanted one for myself. So let's see here, just inspecting the finish. Everything looks nice. This is a demo model. Like I said, it's basically new. They just had it on the floor as a demo. I don't see anything that would worry me. The finish here in the jack is a little bit underdone. No big deal there. The finish in the monkey grip is just a little bit on one spot. You can see it's just a little bit underdone. You might not be able to see it there, but the only thing that they showed me as far as like maybe an imperfection or a flaw in this was just a little bitty chip right here in the paint. No big deal there. And the monkey grip feels awesome. That's just awesome to be able to do that. So let me sit down and we will kind of take a look at this and see. Oh, that reminds me, there's another unboxing I got to do here. This is the strap I got for it. Okay, there's a company called Art Tribute that I get a lot of my straps from on Amazon because I love the way they feel, love the way they look, and the designs are amazing. So I've got a link to those in the description as well. So let me show you the strap that I picked for this. Beautiful Tree of Life inlay there. Love that. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up, show you which one I got. All right, and their stuff usually comes with some accessories. So the accessories are matching picks and the little lock washer things that you can lock your guitar down with. And they have, you know, these little extra strap lock things there. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, here is the strap. Alright, Art Tribute, like I said, is the name of the company. And this is what it looks like against the JEM. Oh, isn't that Steve Vai all the way? Isn't that gorgeous? It's hard to see that because it's so bright back here. But it kind of looks like, there it is. It's got a little bit of a, this is called, what's the name of this one? This one is called Tropical Sky. And so this is the one I will be using for this particular guitar. The one that I had for my, this was the company that I had for my Ibanez Zebra wood guitar. And it was an Aztec design. I love that one. I'd still like to have that one. It's just, you know, one in general. Let's see, let me get these little washer things out because I definitely want those on here. I also got the same company. I got the same strap from for my Sire guitar, and I got like a peacock theme one for that one. I think it looks really good. I've showed it before. But yeah, here's the matching picks it comes with, and I don't use these. I use my own. You know, I use the Bog Street picks, as many of you know. But it's cool that they have a matching themed pick there. All right, so let's put this this little washer just fits over the strap button after you put the strap on, and that keeps it in kind of like a safe position there, so you don't have to worry about it falling off. I mean, it's not foolproof or anything like that, but it's still a good, it's a very good, did I put that on backwards? Yeah, this one goes on the bottom, because the reason I know that, I usually go where the buckle is, but the buckle is going to be all the way down, because the logo is actually on the side of the top, but it also has a little pick holder in there that you can put your picks in, which I don't use anyway, but it's cool to have, you know, just another little feature. I'm curious to kind of sit down and have some first impressions on this. I'll do a demo and sound test in a different video. Now this is supposed to be comparable to my Ibanez RG350. This is actually, I think, supposed to be close to the 450 models, maybe even the 5. Maybe not the 550, but at least the 4 models, the 450 models. So I think it's going to be comparable. Okay, oops, careful. And then we put this one on. These art tributes go on real well too. There's no fighting them much at all. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this one on. Let's do that. There we go. Manual guitar headstock rest. All right, so that's that. Now go ahead and oh goodness gracious, this is definitely not gonna fit me, so I'm gonna have to move this thing way down to get it to work for me. Yeah, that's still gonna be too small. I think it comes like almost all the way down for me to get used to this. That's a pretty good way to gauge it. If I get my arm all the way out and then come down here, I think that's probably where it needs to be. Yeah, just a little bit lower. And these feel amazing, these straps do. Yeah, isn't that the perfect strap for this? That's awesome. So let me get closer. Well, not really closer, but I'll back this up a little bit. All right. So this is what it looks like. The knobs feel nice. They're just plasticky knobs. I don't feel like they're in the way too much. I'm not used to this, definitely, this tremolo system. This isn't just their basic locking tremolo system. It's not an edge or anything like that. My RG is an edge 3. This one is just their basic locking tremolo system, and these actually stick up more than I'm used to, I think. But we've got quantum pickups, which are very interesting. The pole pieces there are kind of interesting too, how they're set up. It's weird. You got 3 that are flat, and then these are kind of staggered looking. I don't know what the deal is behind that, but the action here looks amazing. I might actually like mine just a little bit higher, but I'm probably going to leave it like that. I mean, that's amazing. Ooh. It's in tune. Now, if they've checked this, why is there so much buzzing is what I want to know. Is there a certain point to where it's okay to do? I mean, what's the relief in the neck here? Needs more relief in the neck for one thing. So I'll probably adjust the truss rod on this to come down a little bit, because if I look at it, it is straight, so it needs to come down. So that means I have to unscrew the top up here and adjust the truss rod from there. And if that's the case, I may decide to just go ahead and leave the top off. Let's see what it looks like here. I've got my Ibanez guitar tool here. So, yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good day. I am now that we have a new guitar. Isn't that pretty cool? Looks like we're having a good stream so far. Come out of there. Screws are so stinking tiny. What I may end up doing is buying the kind of tremolo cover that has the little slider door on it, because it's kind of crazy that they didn't even install one of those. And this has, I think, plastic on anyway, so I'll need to remove it. The pick guard has plastic I'll need to remove. Well, I'll probably won't fool with that until I actually start seeing it peel anyway. Because I think you have to like unscrew all the screws and get all of them out and all this mess, and I don't want to fool with that. So I'm fine with just leaving the plastic on there for now. Uh-oh, don't be falling now, Mr. Screw. nice. It's got a magnetized tip. It's very nice. That's probably why it looks like that. I never noticed it. All right. Yeah, I'm looking really forward to doing the cover of Marco's Sunset Lights. After that, I'll probably be doing Still Hurts. Actually, I was on vacation this past week, and what I did was I started learning another one of my favorites of Marco's, and that one is Corrosion. I really like that one from his Homeland album. Yeah, this has plastic on it. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, this stuff is on there good. So here we will loosen the truss rod just a little bit so that we can, the finish there looks nice too. So we'll loosen that so that we can play it just a little more. What kind of action do they got right now? I'm really curious. The 12th fret it is. About 1.5. It's a little low for me, so let's go ahead and see if we can do this without damaging the finish or anything like that. So I think I'll need that one, which I think is a number 3. No, it's number 4. So let's see if we can loosen this just a little bit. Is that the one I need, or is it the bigger one? It's gonna be kind of hard to do if they got that bar there. Maybe it is the bigger one. Let me see. If it is the big one, I'll never get it down there because it's too small. There we go. No, I can't get that one in there. And I don't want to have to take that bar off just to get in there. That's crazy. But I don't think that's the one that works. I'll just have to use one that's straight or use a different one. Well, that's aggravating. I can still play it though. It's not like that's going to affect that, but I'll just have to get me a different thing. Have to get me a longer truss rod thing here. I don't know what happened there. They've got a wrap that wasn't wound right. Started going the wrong way. Sounds a little short. That does. So if I was to do the saddle, I would have to move it forward a little bit, but I don't have to fool that right now. So probably not going to worry about setting this up right now. I just want to play it. So where's the bar? I got to have the bar. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the strap? What do you think about the guitar? I'll be very... Oh, there's my Allen wrench right there. Durr. Forgot that I had wrenches. So let's use one of those instead. That's the one I need. And I may buy one of those little Goto Allen wrench keeper things. Those are handy to have behind your headstock and mount it there. I may not. I don't know, since I already got the things here. Let's go ahead and try this again. guess that's a dual action because I just felt resistance. So we're going to see about that. And in that case, what I can do is go ahead and undo these so that I can tune from down here and feel what the tuners feel like. Golly, well, they locked him in good. You don't have to have them that tight, my goodness. Good grief. Whew. That's rough. Now let's plug this bad boy in and see about tuning the thing. So we have a recessed trim there. Let's go ahead and tune this. And I also have a video on how to tune a Floyd Rose, how to set up a Floyd Rose, how to tune one on my channel here. Tuners feel nice so far. These are like a black chrome. I like the way they look. Okay, let's go ahead and lock these down now. A lot less tension than they had. I just do it until I feel tension, and then I do a little twerk like that, tweak. A little tension, just a little twist, a little tension, a little twist. Man, they had them things locked. So now we can test these fine tuners. And they are a little rough around the edges. So what I'll probably end up doing, and what I'm going to do on my other guitar, my RG, is squirt some 3-in-1 oil in there. I guess it is about right there. All right, let's find us a preset. And now that I got it plugged in, let's go ahead and see what we sound like here. Oh, open up my Helix editor. How are we on my truss rod now? That actually brought it up to about 2. Let's see what we sound like here. Much better. Now I've been hearing that the frets here are somewhat rough. Just from looking at them, they look kind of polished to me. Let's see what they feel like. I mean, I can hear that. Now, the videos that I've seen where these were like very rough was when these like first came out in 2015, 2016. So my guess is they've probably upped their game since then, because when they first came out they had infinities, and now they got quantums. So let's see what the quantums sound like on a Vi-ish preset here. Let's go to, here's one that's specifically made with a Steve Vai sound. If I can find it. Here's one called Vi CT. Which is going with the Plexi Brit. I don't know what that means. So that is on, right? Is that on, or did it die? This one's on. Is it plugged all the way in? That's the question. Oh, I don't have it on. Lock. That's odd. I wasn't doing that a while ago. This one. Not liking that preset right now. Where's that other one that I had? For the Love of Steve. What amp is that one using? Calibrate the fire. Now let's try the thing here. So apparently this looks like it pops in. No, it doesn't pop in. It just does that, and then the torque thing screws in. I can probably adjust it from the back. I'm not sure. This does have a some carve outs here, so that we could actually adjust the spring claw tension without having to take this off, which is nice. Gorgeous, very satiny finish wizard neck, probably a wizard 2. Okay, so the bar is now in there, and I can, like I said, adjust the torque so that it's stuck at certain spots. I don't like it too tight. Okay. strings are probably new, so they're not stretched, so I expect them to kind of go out of tune. So I have to stretch the strings a little bit. But overall, it feels nice. The tremolo looks pretty level. It needs to be backed off just a little bit, but it's fine for what it is. Yeah, overall a nice guitar. Since we're doing that now. So anyway, that's the tones we're getting. Let's just do some tone stuff. Turn my volume down a little bit. Turn that delay off a little bit. I think I'm actually hitting the wireless here. That's why this clicking sound's happening. Middle pickup and the back too. It's actually finding the pitch harmonics pretty well. Let's do one more here. Let's do my Soldano tone. See that every day. The little button thing fell off of the switch. Let's put that back on. There we go. So you gotta be careful. The switch does feel cheap. I've heard the electronics are cheap on this. I did not expect that to happen. It's already loose, so that's one little bothersome area. So it may have to be glued on or something. Hopefully I won't lose that. But it's good enough as it is right now. So far I think, the pickups sound pretty good so far. I do have the side dots, I noticed that. I like the Tree of Life inlay, and it looks good. I like the white. I've heard the pick guard and the white here is two different colors, which it doesn't bother me. I wish this was purloined. It would be cool if it was. I don't plan on swapping these pickups out. I mean, they sound good to me, and we'll just see how everything goes. I'm going to stretch these strings out, and I will be playing this more and more here on the channel. You will see it, and I'd like to do a comparison between this and Ibanez RG over there. For right now, it feels and plays very close to the same. These strings are new, but they feel a little sticky, so I'm going to have to spray my finger stuff on there, my fingeries, and get a better look at that. So other than that, that's all I have for you right now. I will do a sound demo another time, and yeah, get this thing tuned up, and right now I think the action is perfect the way it is. Feels like my other Ibanez. That's all it needed, was just a little adjustment in the truss rod, and that fixed it. So what I may do here is, I don't know, put a little piece of tape around the middle part here so that it doesn't slip as much. But anyway, for now, that's what I've got, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be touching the volume knob. It's far enough out of the way, and it's got a nice smooth feel to it. How's the tone? Rest my palm on the bridge that much, so I don't have to worry about it, kind of putting out or anything like that. How does the flutter? I'm kind of curious about that. Get that torque a little bit. There's a little teaser for you, RPan, if you're still watching. So thanks everybody for watching, and we will talk to you later. I'm going to get off here now, and Go show this to the family, see what they think about it. And we will see everybody later, next time. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you on the next video, whatever that is. Until next time, God bless. And as always, keep creating.